12 reasons why she blocked you on Instagram. The realm of social media has brought people together in unprecedented ways. It allows us to reconnect with old high school friends, stay in touch with family members scattered across the globe, and even forge new friendships in unfamiliar places. However, this newfound interconnectedness also necessitates a fresh set of guidelines and norms to grasp. At times, these regulations can be perplexing. Picture this: you're engrossed in a pleasant conversation on Instagram when, out of the blue, you discover that you've been blocked. It's akin to encountering a digital barrier, leaving you pondering, what could have prompted this action? In today's discussion, we will delve into the potential factors that may have led a person to block you on Instagram. We will examine various aspects, ranging from your messaging patterns to the content you share, with the aim of providing you with a deeper comprehension of the intricacies of social media. Let's commence our exploration. 1. Excessive messaging. Maybe you've been engaging in quite a bit of messaging with her. And I don't mean the usual good morning or good night texts, I'm referring to an incessant, uninterrupted barrage of messages, around the clock. While we all value the desire to communicate, this can rapidly transform into an overwhelming experience. Each notification sound can turn into a source of stress, disrupting her daily routine like a stone shattering a window. It's essential to bear in mind that everyone has a life beyond social media. She could be occupied with work, studies, social gatherings, or simply cherishing some leisure time. Your persistent messages might not be eliciting the response you desire because she's unable to keep pace with the deluge of texts. As a result, you may find yourself blocked. This is her way of conveying, I need some personal space. Striking a balance in communication is crucial, sometimes, less truly is more. 2. Creepy comments. Let's delve into the topic of the comments you've been posting on her posts. While you might believe you're expressing flirtatious or complimentary sentiments, she may perceive them as unsettling or invasive. There exists a substantial distinction between saying, "You look great," and, "Wow, you're so hot, I wish I could be there with you." The latter may appear as if you're crossing boundaries and could leave her feeling uneasy. The same principle applies to excessively persistent comments. You might think you're demonstrating support and attentiveness by commenting on every single one of her posts. However, this can easily be interpreted as an intrusion into her privacy, potentially raising concerns about stalking. It's crucial to extend the same respect to her digital space as you would to her physical boundaries. If you've discovered that you've been blocked, it might be due to the way you've been commenting. Keep in mind the importance of maintaining respectful and appropriate comments. 3. Personal content misuse. You have access to her posts, stories, and photos, making it relatively simple to capture screenshots, share, or potentially misuse them. Even if you don't attach significance to it, this represents a significant breach of trust. Her content is intended to be enjoyed within the confines of her Instagram profile, not taken out of context and shared elsewhere. For instance, you might have believed it was harmless to share her adorable puppy video in a group chat with your friends. It might have seemed innocuous to you. However, to her, it could convey a lack of respect for her privacy, which might be reason enough for her to block you. It's vital to remember that the content someone shares on their Instagram is intended for their followers to view within that specific context. It's essential to respect this and refrain from any misuse of personal content. 4. Overly personal DMs. Initiating a conversation in someone's DMs might appear to be a natural step when you're keen on getting to know them better. However, the content and manner of your communication can significantly influence how your messages are perceived. It's possible that you've been sending messages that delve into overly personal or intrusive territory. Inquiring about her day is one thing, but delving into inquiries about her past relationships, family, or personal issues might be seen as prying, especially if you aren't particularly close. She might have felt compelled to block you as a means to safeguard her personal life and privacy. It's important to remember that building trust and intimacy requires time. It's not something that can be rushed by pushing the boundaries of personal space. 5. Tagging her too frequently. Instagram tags serve as a means to establish connections and share content with others. However, an excessive enthusiasm for tagging can create the impression of intensity or desperation. It's possible that you've been tagging her in practically everything you come across, from memes to inspirational quotes and even unrelated posts that hold no relevance to her interests. Such behavior could be interpreted as obsessive or, at the very least, annoying. She may have resorted to blocking you to escape the incessant deluge of notifications stemming from your tags. The essential element to consider here is restraint. Tags can be an effective tool for sharing, but excessive use can rapidly transform from enjoyable to vexatious. 6. Not taking a hint. Subtle signals can be found in various places, including Instagram. They might manifest as brief and concise responses to your messages or comments. Alternatively, she may have ceased engaging with your posts. These actions can serve as indications that she's not keen on the interactions you're initiating. Neglecting to acknowledge these signs and persisting in your current approach might have been the catalyst for her decision to block you. It's crucial to be observant and considerate when detecting signals of disinterest. She might have felt that blocking you was the only effective means of clearly conveying her lack of interest. It's worth remembering that not everyone on Instagram is seeking new relationships or interactions. It's important to recognize when it's appropriate to step back and honor her preferences. 7. Sharing inappropriate content. It's possible that you've been disseminating content that she deems offensive or objectionable. It could be explicit, politically polarizing, or even just impolite. If she links this content to you and experiences discomfort, she may opt to block you as a means to avoid encountering more of it. Remember, the content you choose to share reflects your identity. If what you're posting or circulating doesn't harmonize with her values or comfort threshold, she might have found it simpler to block you than to engage in a potentially confrontational discussion about it. It's essential to consistently exercise discretion regarding the content you share and be mindful of how it may be perceived by others. 8. You're an ex. Following a breakup, it's not uncommon for one or both individuals involved to make the decision to block each other on social media platforms. This action serves as a method to facilitate the process of healing and moving forward without being continually reminded of past relationships. If you happen to be an ex-partner, she might have blocked you on Instagram with this very objective in mind. Being exposed to your posts, comments, and likes can pose a challenge for her when it comes to progressing beyond the relationship. In such a context, the Instagram block feature represents a digital barrier she has chosen to establish, aiding in her efforts to cope with the aftermath of the breakup and embark on a path of healing and growth. Occasionally, the most prudent course of action is to honor the space created by such actions and allow both individuals to move on independently. 9. Mystery friends. You've initiated the process of following or engaging with her friends or family members on Instagram, even though you lack a personal acquaintance with them. This behavior can be notably unsettling and potentially even unsettling. When you exhibit interest in her social circles without her direct involvement or consent, she might interpret it as an indication of stalking or an unhealthy obsession. It's vital to comprehend that respecting someone's privacy should encompass not just the individual but also their friends and family. Interacting with her connections without her explicit consent or without a suitable context might swiftly result in being blocked. 10. She's protecting her energy. We reside in a contemporary world where the notion of digital well-being holds an equivalent significance to physical well-being. In the pursuit of personal tranquility, she could have opted to reduce negative influences or distractions by blocking individuals who do not contribute positively to her digital environment. This decision may not necessarily revolve around you in particular. It's plausible that she embarked on a social media cleansing, eliminating contacts that do not align with her overall well-being. In this context, being blocked might be less about a personal affront and more about her prioritizing her emotional welfare and seeking to maintain a positive digital space. 11. Spammy behavior. Let's be honest, nobody appreciates spam. If you've been inundating her with incessant requests, like repeatedly asking her to check out your latest post, give your photos a like, or follow your friends, it can be perceived as spam-like conduct. Such actions can swiftly become exasperating, which may have driven her to the choice of blocking you. In the realm of online interactions, the aim should be to foster engaging discussions, not to overwhelm others. Endeavor to maintain natural conversations and steer clear of spammy behavior to contribute to a healthier Instagram environment. 12. Public arguments or confrontations. Participating in a public argument or confrontation can be a swift route to being blocked. Perhaps there was a disagreement on one of her posts, or you responded with a confrontational tone to a comment. Such behavior has the potential to be off-putting and can create an unpleasant atmosphere for all parties involved. The essence of social media should revolve around constructive conversations and positive interactions. In cases where disagreements arise, it's advisable to seek resolution through private channels or in a manner characterized by civility to prevent unnecessary friction. If she blocks you, she loves you. How true is this? The notion that, if she blocks you, she loves you, is predominantly a misinterpretation. Typically, individuals resort to blocking others on social media platforms such as Instagram because of feelings of discomfort, irritation, or a desire for personal space. It seldom has any connection to concealed affection. It's more probable that she's endeavoring to establish a boundary or create some distance. Instead of overanalyzing the situation, it's advisable to honor her decision and provide her with the space she requires. She blocked me on Instagram but still talks to me. What does this mean? If she has chosen to block you on Instagram but maintains offline conversations with you, it could be an indication of her desire to restrict the nature or frequency of her online interaction with you. This doesn't necessarily imply that she intends to sever all connections. It's plausible that she finds face-to-face interactions or communication through alternative channels more comfortable. Rather than making assumptions, it's crucial to directly inquire about her intentions if you're uncertain about her motivations. When she blocks you on Instagram but not Snapchat. If she has chosen to block you on Instagram while keeping you unblocked on Snapchat, it's probable that she's at ease with a particular level or form of interaction with you but prefers not to engage with you on Instagram. This decision might stem from her discomfort with your conduct on Instagram or a desire to share less of her life with you on that specific platform. In essence, this action signifies a boundary she has established for her online interactions with you. It's important to honor this boundary and engage with her on terms that align with her comfort level. What to do when a girl blocks you? When a girl blocks you, it's advisable to honor her decision. Trying to confront her or seeking ways to circumvent the block could potentially exacerbate the situation, driving her even further away. Instead, view this as an occasion for self-reflection. Is there something you might have done that could have precipitated this action? Utilize this as an opportunity for personal growth and learning. However, if you believe there may have been a misunderstanding and you possess an alternative and respectful means to reach out to her, it might be worthwhile to clarify your perspective or offer an apology if it's warranted. She blocked me on Instagram. How to unblock? If someone has placed a block on you on Instagram, only they possess the authority to remove that block. It's not possible for you to unblock yourself from their profile, as the block feature is designed to empower users with control over who can access their content. The most appropriate course of action is to honor her decision to block you. If you believe there might be a misunderstanding and you possess an alternative means of contacting her, you could consider offering an explanation from your perspective. However, it's essential to undertake this communication respectfully, bearing in mind that she maintains the right to choose who interacts with her online. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on the notification bell, so you don't miss any new facts. Let us know your thoughts about this video in the comments section down below and feel free to stay and enjoy it until the end. Also make sure to check out our next highlighted video and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.